Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another installment of Scott Selections here for Tuesday, August 6th. Before we get into the play of the day, we'll quickly recap what happened yesterday. We had a great day as we ended up winning on the play of the day with the White Sox money line at minus 125 on 5 dimes. They ended up jumping out to an early lead in the first inning. They ended up blowing that lead, but they ended up scoring a couple more runs, and they ended up winning by a score of 7-4. Giolito was okay. He wasn't amazing, but he was still solid, and Turnbull wasn't great at all. And then Detroit's abysmal bullpen gave up some more runs late for extra cushion. So it was a nice win. In addition to that, we also swept the board on the leans as we ended up going 3-0 with the what do we have? We had the Nationals money line at plus 120. We had the over 11 in the Red Sox game, and we also had the over 9.5 in the Phillies game. So we ended up sweeping the board with the play of the day and the leans. So we look to build on that performance today. And the play of the day is going to be on a baseball prop. It might sound a little bit risky, but I definitely think that there is value there. And it will be on the New York Mets to score first today against the Miami Marlins, which is available at minus 125 on 5 dimes, and that will be the play of the day. Now, the main reasons why we like that play, first of all, originally for the Marlins, you're supposed to have Jordan Yamamoto, who is going to be starting the game, who has had a solid start to his young MLB career. However, he has been scratched, and Hector Noesi will be the starter for this game. Noesi in his career in the majors is 12-31 with a 5.30 ERA. And if that's not bad enough for you, the last time he pitched in an MLB game was in 2015. So based on that, I know you could still lose if Wheeler gives up a run in the first inning. However, in his one start against the Marlins this year, he went 7 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, and he's also coming into this start off of 7 innings of shutout baseball against the Chicago White Sox. Plus, it is worth mentioning that I found a little trend that supports the Mets to score first. The Mets have actually scored in the first inning in each of their last 5 games. I know the Mets have been rolling and they've won 11 of 12, and a large portion of that is due to the pitching, but a lot of people haven't realized how good this offense has been performing lately. And if you score a run in 5 straight games in the first inning, that's definitely a good sign that I should back them to score first, assuming that Wheeler is able to shut down the Marlins' abysmal lineup in the first inning. So in terms of that, the Mets in the full game are roughly minus 265. I know the Mets have been rolling and the Marlins aren't very good, but laying 265 is a little bit too steep for me on the Mets. So for that reason, I think the Mets will score first. I think they'll score in the first inning against Noesi, as Conforto has been fantastic lately. McNeil's been great. Alonso's been great. The whole lineup's been very solid. Even J.D. Davis has looked really good lately. So for me, I think the Mets will score in the first inning, and I think Wheeler will perform well once again against the Marlins. So I will take the Mets to score first at minus 125 on 5 dimes, and that will be the play of the day. Now, in terms of the MLB leans, the first lean that I like is the under 4.5 in the first 5 innings between the Dodgers and the Cardinals. Kershaw, I know that he's might not be the same level of dominant that he once was, but at the same point, he has still been amazing this season, and he has an ERA of 2.85. He's also had an ERA below 2 since the All-Star break, as he is 3-0. He's 3-0 with a 1.88 ERA since the All-Star break, and he's simply just been fantastic. He's 10-2 for a reason, and I definitely think that the Cardinals, who have scored a combined 5 runs in the last 3 games combined, they got shut out 8-0 yesterday. They got 2 hit yesterday. I think that Kershaw hold his own. I think that the Cardinals will be lucky to score more than 1 run. And at the same point, Mikolas has been awful on the road. However, in his last couple of starts, he actually has been pretty serviceable. In his last start, he went 5 2/3, gave up no earned runs. Start before that, 6 innings, 3 earned runs. Start before that, 6 innings, 3 earned runs. And the start before that, 9 innings, 0 earned runs. So Mikolas, even though he has not had a great season by any means, he has looked a lot better lately. And I definitely think that 4.5 is a little bit too high of a total. I know a large reason for that is because the fact that the wind, I should say, is going to be blowing out to the outfield at roughly 8 miles an hour. But I definitely have faith in Mikolas and Kershaw to somewhat limit the damage. I definitely think the Dodgers will be winning after the first 5 innings. But if Mikolas only gives up roughly 2 or 3 runs, I don't see Kershaw giving up 1 or 2 runs. So for me, I definitely think that under 4.5 in the first 5 makes a lot of sense, and that will be the first lean on the baseball card. Other than that, looking through the rest of the baseball card here, I will be looking at. I'm sorry, I'm just looking through this real quick. What do I like here? Honestly, the baseball card itself today is okay. I wouldn't say it's amazing by any means. In terms of leans, I'd have to go back to the Nationals on the money line at roughly minus 113. Anibal Sanchez, I know that he's pretty much a fossil at this point because he's one of the only pitchers in baseball who does not have like a 93 plus fastball in terms of miles per hour. But overall, Menez is a relative unknown. He hasn't been great. Anibal Sanchez has been pretty good this season. Plus, the Nationals, as I said before yesterday, the Giants have not looked good lately, and they got embarrassed by the Rockies over the weekend, ended up losing the first game of this series to the Nationals. I definitely think that the Nationals should be bigger favorites, roughly minus 125. So at minus 115, I definitely think that's worth it, and I would lean to the Nationals on the money line as my second MLB lean of the day. And in terms of my third lean, I will lean to the over 10. I will lean to the over 9.5, actually, between the Brewers and the Pirates. I said that I would never bet the Brewers again, but that was only on the actual sides. In terms of the total, Brault and Anderson have had pretty good years. However, both lineups have actually looked pretty good lately, and both teams scored a decent amount of runs in the first game of the series yesterday. Anderson has been good, but he's definitely looked a little bit worse over the last couple of weeks. And Brault has been solid, but at the same point, his stuff isn't very dynamic. And I definitely think that the Brewers lineup, especially Yelich, who homered again yesterday, should score at least 4 or 5 runs in that game. I definitely think both teams should score at least 5 runs, especially in PNC Park. So for me, I will lean to the over 9.5 on that one. And I would recommend taking that now, as it has been bet up to 10 in some spots, including Bookmaker and Intertops. But it is at 9.5 at Pinnacle at minus 110. And I would recommend you taking that if you were looking to bet the over in that game. So the play of that, as I said before, will be on the Mets to score first at minus 125. And the 3 leans will be on the Brewers over 9.5, the Dodgers and Cardinals under 4.5 in the first 5 innings. And lastly, the Nationals on the money line at minus 115. Before we conclude today's video, quick reminder of our sponsor, PointsBet, all in sportsbook in New Jersey. A couple of great deals for you. Up to 2 risk-free bets up to $1,000. So if you end up betting on sports and lose, you get your money back for the first 2 times you bet, up to $1,000, which is a great deal that more sportsbooks should implement. Other than that, though, that's going to do it for this installment of Scott Selections here for Tuesday, August 6th. Good luck to all of you and your respective bets today. Bye, everyone.